Today we're going to look at the ultimate track car from Mercedes, the 2022 AMG Track Series. If you want to see more car content like this, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to visit our website to explore our curated inventory of luxury, classic, and investment grade cars. So for AMG's 55th anniversary, they decided they were going to build 55 of these Track Series cars, only available to the highest levels of VIP clients. The idea with this car was build on the success of the Black Series, the street car, and build a track-only car. Full roll cage, full creature comforts for the track, huge amounts of aero, and a car that would be an absolute blast as a track day car. So like the Black Series, they start with the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 AMG engine. They take it from the 720 horsepower, that's the Black Series, to 734 horsepower in this car, and take it from 590 foot-pounds of torque up to 627 foot-pounds of torque. Although this car is not a homologated race car, is very similar to a GT3, and it does meet all the FIA safety standards. Something you certainly want if you're going to be going out to track days and really pushing it. So if you're comparing the two cars, the Black Series to the Track Series car, whole ton of similarities. The cars look very similar, but there are some differences. They start by stripping out a bunch of weight, adding more carbon fiber bits, taking the car from 3,600 pounds to 3,086 pounds. You get the bigger front splitter here. If you look comparatively, the front splitter is a lot further out. You get your quick hood latches, front and rear, and then very nice on a track day is your air jack. You just plug it in, car's up, swap tires, do tire pressures. Yeah, a very nice feature. To the back here, again, a lot of differences. Your quick fuel, a bigger rear spoiler on this car. You still have your active aero on the rear. Looks very similar up close, but then you step down, bigger diffuser than the Black Series car, giving this car a whole ton of grip. The car has everything you'd want as far as a track car. I mean, you look back through here, you see your fuel cell, you've got your GPS, car's got full telemetry. You've got a beautiful high-tech silver with the Magno finish, very Mercedes, very AMG looking. But I'm excited to show you guys the cockpit of this thing. Getting in here, this is a proper race car. So you got a door handle. You notice just how light the door is. You see full carbon fiber here all the way around. Looking in here, you've got the big carbon fiber bucket. Each client would pour their own insert or build their own insert to fit the guy who buys the car. You get a great looking wheel. Looks like a factory GT3 car, or a Formula car or a DTM car with that wheel here. The seat is for a little bit of a bigger guy than me, so I didn't have to pull the wheel off, but removable wheel. Then you got your AMG Track Series badge, 1 of 55. Gotta have proper race shoes here, but this is set up just perfectly. Big giant brake pedal, nice dead pedal in your clutch. But in a car like this, your left foot braking, it's set up nicely. Really a very clean, good looking interior for a stripped down race car. You've got your telemetry here and all your creature comforts. Air conditioning in a race car. Look to the wheel, radio button, drink button. You got your pit speed, your left and right signals. Again, very nice for a track day car if you're pointing someone by. Not that you would be in something like this. You start to look at all your options, what you're gonna play with here. All very straightforward. You've got your brake bias right here, and then you've got these 11 settings, 12 settings including off, for your ABS and your traction control that you can dial in independently. Obviously meeting FIA safety standards. Car comes with fire suppression system. Again, just everything you'd want. So my initial question is, Okay, what's the difference between this car and a factory GT3 car? You know, depending on the balance of performance for that year, the GT3 car would be something like 550 to 600 horsepower. But, you know, this car at 734 horsepower, that's a big jump in horsepower. Putting your hands on the wheel, very nice, not overly complicated. You've got your 6-speed paddle shifter here with your HLS Hewlett transaxle. There's a handful of different options you could get. You could really customize these things out if you were the guy ordering it from the factory and you were going to use it. You could set up your specific helmet cooling system, your specific seat cooling system. This car's got AC, and if you were someone who was taking passengers out all the time, you could put a passenger seat in these things. A pretty impressive item on this car is going to be the suspension. Let's go see if we can have a look under the hood here. What's nice is the 18-inch forged wheels here. 18 inches, you're going to be able to buy kind of the off-the-shelf tires, competition tires that you can stick on this car, and let's face it, you're going to be going through a few sets of tires. So let's open up the hood here. It's quick releases. My first time opening the hood on one of these cars. Shocks are kind of hidden away here. I can really only kind of see the top of the shock tower. But from my understanding, these Bilstein dampers, 4-way adjustable, high and low speed compression and rebound, give you more adjustment than you're going to use. So it's still the same engine as the Black Series, but they built some custom injectors, put a new tune on it. So the flat plane crank 4-liter V8, they got her pumping out 734 horsepower, 627 foot-pounds of torque. I imagine this thing would be a treat to drive. So the Black Series has the carbon ceramic brakes, but the GT Track Series has the steel brakes. And frankly, I think that's the way to go. Far more usable, and a track-only car, let's face it, you're gonna have the odd off-roading experience. You might hit a gravel trap. You don't wanna scrap all 4 carbon ceramic brakes and have to pay a fortune to replace them. This is what's on 90% of race cars in the world, and they do just fine. You're gonna have huge stopping power, 6-piston, 4-piston brakes in a 3,000-pound car with huge aero. I think the steel brakes is the way to go. So now we've got to ask ourselves the question, do you need a car like this? No, you probably don't need a Mercedes-AMG track only, one of 55, the rarest AMG ever built. No, no, you don't need one of these cars. But if you want to be the quickest guy at the track day, oh yeah, you want a car just like this one.